Okay, and we're back. We have Jelle, our commentator, who was next to me the entire time, and in the meantime, we have Olivier, who's a local judge and player here with a borrowed deck. So Jelle is playing something funky, and I have no idea what Olivier is playing. Jelle, for those of you that don't know, is sort of our champion. He's won the previous final event and split the final before that. So it's always interesting to look to see what he is bringing to the table. And apparently Olivier will be starting. Is taking a mulligan as well. Yeah, 6 cards and 7 cards for Olivier. I think Jelle is on his blue-green ramp deck, so it's a ramp emerge deck. And I see red-blue on the side of Olivier. It could be a lot of things. It could be a Rise from the Tides. Sphinx is Tutelage, yeah. I'm not sure if it is. Jelle has his 0-3 Druid. If it dies, he gets to search his library for basic land or to create taps. Pilgrims, the music is still loud. Killing the music. There you go. Sorry guys, didn't see that the music was still on high. Ah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, sorry for that. So, Jelle on the ramp plan, if you can sacrifice the druid here, he has quite a few emergers. Could get sacrificed, could be a sacrifice outlet. And it's, I think that's Emrakul's Presence. Jelle, noemt die kaart? Emrakul's Presence? Influence. Emrakul's Influence. So whenever he plays big creatures, he gets to draw 2 cards. And there we have the tutelage. Our chat already knew, because apparently Olivier borrowed this deck from one of you guys. And the pilgrim keeps coming in from the beats. Now, I see an Emrakul the Ceaseless Hunger in Jelle's hand. We're still quite a bit far from resolving that, but it's a main deck answer to tutelages, so that's pretty interesting. I think that's a Griff. So we get to draw 2 cards from the enchantment and 1 card from the Griff itself. Yeah, for people that want to draw a lot of cards, Jelle's deck looks pretty interesting. It's an alternate art Evolving Wilds. You can sacrifice it to fetch a land from your deck. The Griff, the one that drew him a card and sacrificed something, is a 3/4 flying, by the way. pour over the pages, draws 3 cards, untaps 2 lands, and you have to discard a card, which means he has to mill quite a bit with Sphinx's Tutelage. Excuse me. Now Sphinx's Tutelage versus this kind of deck is interesting because so many of Jelle's cards are colorless that it's highly unlikely that he'll get to repeat mills. For those of you who don't know what the Tutelage does, it's whenever Olivier draws a card, Jelle has to put the top 2 cards of his library into his graveyard. If those 2 share a color, he has to repeat that progress. So now he has 2 Tutelages. It also has an activated ability for 6 he can draw and discard. So it is a package that that helps to amplify itself. I think Jelle is also playing the Emerger that destroys an enchantment or an artifact main deck. I'm not sure which one that is. It's the one that brings 2 tokens? Yeah, it's the one that brings 2 tokens. It's a 4/4 Emerge. When it comes into play, it brings 2 tokens. So, another interesting thing about the Tutelage deck is, as you've seen in the matches before, this is a creature format. There's very rarely a deck that wins without creatures, and even blue-black control, it usually wins off dragons or planeswalkers. So being on the board is something that all decks do. The only exception really is the Sphinx's Tutelage deck. It's the only deck that has a truly alternative win condition. And actually blanks a lot of cards in people's decks. I think that's a Dragon Lord's Prerogative. It draws 3 cards. I'll draw 4 cards.
De druk is te groot.
Okay. Jelle keeps getting more mana. He does have the Ulamog available to him. Once that hits and he gets rid of the 2 Tutelages, he's pretty safe. Fiery Impulse kills the Elvish Visionary. Jelle on 8 mana. I think the tokens are Scions as well. But yeah, Jelle chooses, or are they insects? Jelle, zijn die tokens signs of insects? Insect tokens. Ja. Inderdaad. So the tokens are insects. Yeah, there. And we have another Gryph. So Jelle's just digging. And he would have died to the next activation of the Tutelages. So that was our bonus game, and interestingly 2 completely new and different decks. So thank you very much everybody for watching. We'll make an announcement on our Facebook pages soon for the remaining matches in the bracket. I'll give you the